February the 10th.
Yeah. So we have yesterday we did some Heineken.
Last time on Adult
Last time
Beverages,
as
Feb-Brew-Ary 2019. Heineken.
Right. So we're going to continue with our boilerplate stuff, our generic macro brews. But this is a macro brew, but this is a specialty macro brew.
Yes.
This is Budweiser Copper Lager.
So this is aged on Jim Beam staves. Now staves are the pieces of wood that together assemble a barrel.
Mm-hmm.
And so it's basically I believe it's their bog standard lager, and they just age it for a certain amount of time on these things.
Yeah.
And that's interesting because we love our oak aged beers.
Yes.
And it's interesting to see something like Budweiser getting it on the act.
I do really enjoy the color of this.
I mean, it is a beautiful, like,
very
red.
Yes. Oh yeah.
It smells very much like Budweiser.
Oh yeah, yeah. I mean, this goes back to what I was saying the last episode about like just that kind of. This is reminiscent for me of like Jet games, Yankee games, of like that. Paying $10 for a beer.
I like it. I actually think it tastes okay.
I like this better than normal Budweiser.
Yeah.
I don't know. Can you taste the Jim Beam?
I don't know if I can taste the Jim Beam, but I can definitely taste. There's definitely like I would not be opposed to drinking this on a regular basis. Like Budweiser, I literally would not drink on a regular basis.
I wouldn't either.
But
This is
I could do this.
I would say this is like Budweiser Plus.
Yeah.
Like it's.
Like Budweiser is what Bear Grylls drinks.
Yeah, I wouldn't. I mean, like I wouldn't mind this. This probably wouldn't be like my first selection though. But I think that goes to like I'm like a beer hipster, where like I'm like fucking macro brews and and then.
I remember there was one time when I was in New York City and it was like 3 a.m. and I was walking back to the train station and I stopped in a bar and all they had was Budweiser and I literally couldn't finish a pint of it.
Yeah.
And it's like if it was this, I could.
Did I tell you the Bud Light story when I went to Boston in December?
Oh no, I think you did, wasn't it?
So my sister lives up in Boston. I went to go visit her and her boyfriend Brendan. They live together and he was like, "Hey, do you want a beer?" And I was like, "Yeah, what do you got?" And he's like. It's like my nightmare. He's like, "I have Bud Light." And I was like, it's not beer. Then he's like, "Okay, I thought I was joking." He hands me a can, which, like, if you're watching us consistently, is like, So, I was like, "Yeah, I'm not gonna drink this." And he was like, "Well, take it or leave it." I'm like, "I'm definitely leaving it, my man. I'm definitely leaving it." And then I later on, I said to my sister, I was like, I didn't offend him, right? And she was like, "You're fine." So my apologies to Brendan, but
I didn't offend him, did I? Because I don't care.
Because I don't. Right, I don't. I mean,
it's
like
the truth.
I didn't want raccoon urine in my glass.
Well,
so.
I find it very funny because I don't know if we've just told the story before, but we went to Tog. And we're down in the Shoemaker, which is the underground bit, and you bought me a glass of Sierra Nevada, and actually it was Bud Light.
Yeah.
So,
to your credit, you were like, "This isn't right." You're like,
but to my detriment, I still drank it.
Yeah, well,
But there we go.
Goes down easy. Yeah, this isn't. It's not bad. It's not.
No, I would say Budweiser. I mean, this is keep doing this kind of thing.
I like it. I fully like experimentation with my beer. Excuse me. Yeah, I mean, I wish they would do more.
Yeah.
Like I think that their boldest experiment before this was Bud Light Lime, which is not fantastic.
John Oliver does that.
Yeah. I remember Bud Light Lime was like one of the first beers that I bought like consistently when I was in college because I'm like, it's much better than Busch Light, and like, yeah, it's not saying much. It's
urine is arguably.
That's like saying getting punched in the mouth is better than getting kicked in the nuts. Like, it's like, yeah, it's technically like I would prefer one of those over the other, but in hindsight, my early beer drinking days of college were like Bud Light Lime and Land Shark, which
I mean,
have we done Land Shark yet?
We haven't.
We should do
Land
Shark.
Island Lager, but
yeah,
I mean, I can't even be
Florida.
snobby because like I used to drink Carling Black Label, which I think they sell in Canada, and that's like such a bad. It's 4.1%. Like,
yeah.
So I don't know. Budweiser.
I would say keep it up.
Yep.
We're gonna tweet at you.
Yeah.
So,
I realize you might not give a shit about us, but
you're not gonna
we give a shit about you.
Yeah.
And you know what? We're proud of you.
Right.
You've stepped up your game, and this
Yes.
is like.
So thank you for that.
Also, your adverts are great. Have you ever like
The Clyde
Budweiser adverts make
Yeah.
me cry every time. It's like they get horses and puppies. And
Yeah.
I'm just like, this is amazing.
Yeah, yeah.
'Cause
Well, now we know. Dolphins make Darius Rucker cry, but Clydesdales and puppies make Roland cry.
they literally.
That's
do.
saying something. You're British.
Yeah. No. It's. Anyway, so keep it up, Buzzwater.
All right. See you tomorrow.